Independence, prosperity, life, liberty, and freedom. I believe in those 5 words with every fiber of my being, and I think of them every single day. My name is Michael Alexander French, and I'm running for U.S. Congress, District 21 of Texas. I am a U.S. Army veteran of 17 years. I got med-boarded out. Ladies and gentlemen, I was blessed to be born in Texas. I was born into a military family. My dad was in the United States Coast Guard for 36 years. My grandparents were, my 2 grandfathers, they fought in World War II in the Asian Pacific. They came home, that's why I'm here. My 2 brothers, they were in the United States Air Force. They traveled all around the world. They were fighting tyranny. And my brother-in-law sitting in the back of the room there, he's in the Army, and he was a drill instructor, and he went to the Iraqi war. But I spent 6 years in Central and South America in countries like El Salvador, Nicaragua, and Honduras, and I saw exactly what communism could do to a population of people. Firsthand, I've seen little kids sitting down on the ground or laying down. You don't know if they're alive or not. But I did see them living in garbage dumps and eating rotten, putrefied bananas, and there's nothing really I could do about it. It was humanitarian missions, and I wish I could have done more, but I couldn't. And next, I spent 6 years in the White House, in the White House Communications Agency. I was the voice of the president. I traveled all over the world with George Bush, Dick Cheney, the United States Secret Service, the First Lady, the White House staff. I provided communication to them. It was very prestigious. I'm glad I did it. I spent 5 years in the Pentagon as an intelligence analyst in the Iraqi cell and the Afghanistan cell. All the intelligence that came from overseas, I had to simplify it, sum it up, and bring it up to the generals that reported directly to the Secretary of Defense. During that time, I spent 6 long years in Afghanistan and Iraq, 22 forward-out bases in Afghanistan, and 14 forward-out bases in Iraq, and I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of damage. There was indirect fire. I'm actually happy that I'm home. One thing, ladies and gentlemen, the government has got too big. We have to remember, we have to bring down the power of the government, because the government is not your friend. We, the people, will never bend to the will of the government. The government must always bend to the will of the people. And they have forgotten that. I am up here running because I don't think we're doing a good job in Texas. I really don't. I wake up and I fear for the future of my wife, my family, the future of Texas, all of America. It all comes down to Texas, because we are the Alamo of the United States. And we must protect it, and we must try harder. I don't see it. We must try a lot harder. I am not impressed. 2.5 million people have stormed our border, invaded our border. Drugs, the cartels, sex trafficking. What more does it have to happen at the southern border before we close it down? I propose that we close the border down, all the roads and bridges leading in and out. I really don't care. We need to pinch Mexico where it hurts. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to get critical race theory out of all of our schools in Texas. Kindergarten all the way through college. I want to show the Democrats what censorship is really all about. We have to go through all the schools, all the libraries, all the classrooms, take all that material out. I don't care what you do with it. You burn it, you shred it, I don't care. But I'm running for Congress. I took an oath to stand up and fight for this nation, to defend all countries, foreign and domestic. And I feel we're not doing good enough. Thank you very much.